the biggest mistakes of the West in this war, in the sense of the counter propaganda, and what we can do together to improve the situation?
The biggest ongoing mistake is that the West is letting Russia draw the red lines and dictate the terms when we should be dictating the terms. I mean, Russia is an army that's sending meat waves and golf carts, to the front line, and yet we're terrified in the West of them. So that needs to change. What also really needs to change, and this is a failure of Ukraine and of, the political PR, I would say, is that, I read The Guardian and the New York Times every day, and I'm now becoming the crazy person who gets the Gmail address of the reporters and I'm sending them, corrections on this, because I feel like Ukraine's side is not being told accurately. And what's happening is you'll read in the New York Times that they'll say, cosmonauts land on Mars, says Russian government, and they're it's claimed by Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but they're still printing it, and they're not contesting it, right?
Yeah.
And the point I'm making to them all the time is, you wouldn't print this from the North Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but you do it for the Russian, and they have the same level of veracity. So what we need, there needs to be one person, preferably an American or a Brit, sitting here in Kyiv,
in fact checking, yeah,
and just watching, as this stuff comes through, and sending out, and from Zelensky's office with that, that stamp saying, actually, that's not true, So we just need the voice of reason and the counterpoints.
The voice of Ukraine, yeah.
Right, and the voice of Ukraine coming out, because Russia is doing a really good job of just putting these statement after statement after statement of total bull out there, but it's being picked up by the media. And increasingly, these great newspapers from the past, like New York Times and Guardian, they're focused instead of on thorough journalism and fact-checking this stuff and getting the other side, they're under so much pressure with deadlines to put out content, I would say, not even journalism sometimes, but just content, that they're not getting the other side. And they're just taking stuff from the press release and copying and pasting it. That needs to be stopped. And that can be stopped with one person on staff here in Kyiv.
Good proposal. And I think you're right. And maybe some things which you now mentioned are made still going on unconsciously, I would say. Not in the sense of intentional negative tendency against Ukraine. I think some Western media do it historically, just took some examples from Russia propaganda, which you're right.
But the result will be the same.
Yeah, it's a legacy of Soviet propaganda, actually. They know how to use it. And
Russia, this is the legacy of Soviet propaganda, which continues today, is that Russia doesn't need to make you believe a lie. They just need to make you doubt the truth.
Good conclusion, I would say. But we still have good, I would say, chances and opportunities to overcome all these problems quickly, because you are here in Ukraine, you are in Kyivstat.Pro, I am here. Still we have good basement, I would say, for the future common cooperation, because we are in geopolitical clash. It will not stop quickly, and I think the Western world should understand, and the Ukrainians also have to understand it. Thank you, Ryan, for your activity.
Andrzej, always great to see you.
Thank you.